Hello everybody, Tyrone the God 3 here, and today I'll be reviewing not one, not two, but three Dragon Ball Super episodes all in one video. Yes, I already tweeted this on Twitter. I said that I was going to go cheat mode and review three episodes into one, but the reason I'm doing this is mostly because all three of these episodes are all filler episodes, which works out, so like they're not really maintaining to the plot or anything. They're just like fun filler episodes. And I gotta say, Dragon Ball Super to me could have been just these episodes and I would have been like pretty much happy. I'm not one who really, I'm the weird Dragon Ball fan. I'm one of the ones who liked the episode where Goku and Piccolo were learning to drive and stuff. Like, I'm one of those people. And I love the action too, don't get it twisted. One of my favorite fights just in Dragon Ball in general is Goku and Majin Vegeta's fight, which is ironic because it's in the saga that I like the least. But regardless, I love the fights in Dragon Ball Super, but it's always nice to sit down, chill, relax, and laugh a little bit, and these were the episodes to do it. Like, yeah, I'm like one of the ones that likes the Great Saiyaman episodes that everybody hates so much. I'm different. But with that said, the first episode I'm going to be reviewing real fast is Come Forth Shinron, Whose Wish Will Be Granted. This one was my least favorite out of the three filler episodes we got, and it's pretty much because this episode was basically who gets the wish. And for the longest, Bulma basically wanted to get the wish so she can discover how to unlock the secrets of time travel like Bulma in the future did, which is weird. I don't know how Bulma in the future, given the little resources she had, was able to figure time travel out much faster than our Bulma, who has accessibility to more resources and a better overall timeline that wasn't as destroyed. But whatever, regardless, Bulma in the present tries to unlock that very ability too. However, it's against the law now. Beerus and Whis are really starting to put their foot down on that rule. So because of this, though, she's trying to gather all the Dragon Balls, and then Goku tries to gather all the Dragon Balls so that he can wish King Kai back to life, because he finally said he would do that, and he's fulfilling his promise. But then what still needs to happen is that, you know, Bulma needs him to find all the Dragon Balls, and she's doing it for her purposes. So she's basically just using Goku. But then Beerus and Whis come in, and they come to get some food, and Bulma takes them to go get crab legs. And they get distracted eating crab legs for a while. When Goku finally gets all the Dragon Balls, they end up fighting to see who gets all the wishes. And then Master Roshi comes in, and he's like, yo, I want a bunch of hot-looking women. And Oolong's like, yo, I want to do my not granny panties. Sorry. I want to do my young girl panties wish again, like I did at the start of Dragon Ball, which was a pretty funny joke in the Emperor Pilaf saga. And then we got the Android 18, who wants to wish for like a lot of money and stuff. And no, she wants to wish for a gift for Krillin. That's what it is. She wants to wish for a really great gift for Krillin, because Krillin's always given Android 18 what she wants, but she's never taken the time to really think about what Krillin wants. So yeah, 18 wants a gift, and then Goten and Trunks, they don't know what they want, they just know they want something. And at first I got a little annoyed by this, but then I remember they're just kids, and kids do things like that. Then we've got, who else? I think there was a bunch of other people. I know Gohan came up and actually got a wish that was legitimate. He wanted Pan to be cured of her sickness. And that actually did happen, and that was nice. It was actually a nice part. But then that left him with one wish left. And while Goku was still trying to do his wish, Bulma comes in and basically serves as Shinron and like buys everybody everything that they want except for Goku's, because Goku's can't obviously be a thing. And I like that they point this out to King Kai. They're like, what do you care if you're alive or not? Isn't it all the same since you're in the afterlife anyway? And King Kai's like, nah, it's not. So their conundrum happens. But for some reason, Shinron has a time limit for how long he can stay, which is weird, because I remember Porunga stayed for basically the entire Goku versus Kid Buu fight. So, yeah, that was weird. I didn't see any, but maybe because he's stronger, he can last longer? I don't know, but the dragon doesn't have much time, and they waste so much time that Shinron ends up fading away, and the Dragon Balls separate, and that's basically the end of that. Goku goes into the Earth's crust in order to get this like special type of material for Bulma, so that she can just use that in order to make her time machine and so that Goku can just get the wish. But then when Beerus ends up finding it, Beerus takes the piece and crushes it. And Bulma's like, no! So she loses out. King Kai still hasn't gotten his wish. And the episode ends on that note. It was funny for a bit, but it just drug on for a while. It's definitely the least favorite of the three. The next episode we got is episode 69. This episode is Goku versus Arale, or Arale. A ridiculous battle will end the Earth. This episode was really fun. I love this episode. And a lot of people think, oh, Tyrone, well, you pulled your hair out in the Trunk Saga when things didn't make sense. This episode doesn't make sense, but it's not supposed to make sense, and they even point it out. Because this is for fans of the Dr. Slump series, Akira Toriyama's early works around the time that Dragon Ball was still being made in manga form. So for those of y'all who don't know, in Dragon Ball, around the time Dragon Ball was being made, Akira Toriyama also made another series called Dr. Slump, and it revolved around the main character, a robot girl named Arale. And Arale was a robot who was traveling all over Penguin Village and stuff, doing wacky antics, and she was really strong and fun, and she was just fun and comical. And they would have to fight like this evil scientist on occasions, and Dr. Slump would invent all of these great inventions and stuff. It was just really fun. And the episode panned out like a chapter in Dr. Slump, right down to the point where the evil doctor came back. And I love how Dr. Slump grabs the official Dr. Slump manga and starts reading through it. He's like, you died in this chapter. And then he points out, yo, I did die. I'm a ghost. I just came back to life. It was really cool just to see them with the Dragon Ball characters, and it almost felt like it was more of their episode than the Dragon Ball Super episode, but it was really cool to just see the story pan out like that. So then Arale ends up getting hooked on this like sugar or juice or whatever that makes her want to play. But when Arale plays, it's different than when a kid plays. Arale is really destructive, and she's causing the Earth to just be destroyed because of her antics. Vegeta tries to fight her, but she's a comic gag character, and Vegeta points that out. Vegeta's like, I'm no match for a comic gag character because the normal rules don't apply here. So they even point out that things don't make sense. It's not like in Trunks' battle where things don't make sense just because Trunks needs to be epic out here. But no, this was legitimately like Vegeta can't hold up to Arale's power because Vegeta's serious and Arale's comical. So then Goku fights Arale, and at first they don't remember each other, which was a little disappointing, but then later they got used to each other and they were like, oh yeah, I remember you, you're Arale, and she's like, you're Son Goku. So that was really cool to just see that. And while this is happening, Dr. Slump is there. The reason he's even in West City is because he won an award for one of the greatest scientific inventions around. And it was this like rice cooker pot thing that has the ability to make anything you wish for. Like, it's kind of like Shenron actually, but if you think it, then he makes it. And Dr. Slump has always created absurd items and inventions like that. So if you're thinking, oh, this could break the plan, no, it's a comic gag character. They were in Penguin Village for a short amount of time. Penguin Village actually takes place in another universe. It doesn't take place in the Dragon Ball universe, but on occasion, Akira Toriyama will make the two cross over. He did it in the original Dragon Ball when Goku landed in Penguin Village for some reason. So yeah, with that said, their plan was to make it so that Beerus can come in because they made the best food in the world, and when they made the best food in the world, Beerus destroyed the ghost and then stopped Arale by knocking her out and making her head pop off. So that was pretty comical. And then after that's all said and done, Arale's little sugar wears down, and everything is all said and done, and they head back. It was a really nice episode, really great to see all the references. It was really fun to just see all the wackiness of that episode. It really brought off the humor and wackiness of Akira Toriyama's two creations, so I thought that was really great to see. I love that. I believe that should be a one-time thing. I know Geekdom made a what if ways Arale can help improve the series, but I think that one episode and the cameo that Arale made, I think those need to be few in between. That way we can appreciate them more. They're not as special if we overuse them. So I thought that was a nice one-time thing. The last episode has got to be one of my favorites, and it's only because I like Yamcha only because he's so underrated. And the next episode was episode 70, Champa's Challenge. This time we will fight with baseball. And long story short, Champa's original plan was he wanted to play baseball with Beerus and a lot of the Universe 7 people, but it was a ploy. He didn't really want to play baseball. He just wanted to come to Earth and then use that as an excuse in order to eat a lot of their food. Because apparently, even though Universe 6's Earth has been brought back, they probably didn't develop enough to make good food like Universe 7's does. So when he proposes the baseball team, everybody on Universe 6 and 7 are split with the exception of Vegeta and Goten. I'm not sure why it's Vegeta and Goten, whatever, but Vegeta and Goten are on Universe 6's team. I guess because Hit and Frost aren't there. So when that happens, we see that Yamcha is actually on our team, on Universe 7's team, and he's the only one that actually knows how to play baseball. Gohan knows of baseball, but I don't think he's a pro at it, even though we've seen him play baseball a while back in the Great Saiyaman episodes. One of my favorites, by the way. But, yeah, so it's weird. Gohan knows of baseball, but I guess he's just not, he doesn't know enough about it to play like Yamcha does, because Yamcha plays baseball professionally. He gets paid to do it. So and it's cool to see him actually be a really good pitcher too, because even though he's weaker than the others, it's Yamcha showing that he's more skilled. So throw power out of the window when you're scaling this, because yeah, they're playing baseball, but it's not like Goku's stronger than everybody, so he should be the best player. No, Yamcha's more skilled, and therefore he is actually playing by the rules. He's actually the only one playing by the rules. So, literally, Yamcha's the only one that scores in the entire game, by the way. And it's cool because, like, when Yamcha runs off to go get the bases, it's funny, right before that, Yamcha faces off against Vegeta, because the reason for this is because Yamcha ends up getting a bunch of people out, and everybody starts cheering Yamcha on, even Bulma. And that gets Yamcha to blush, like, my ex-girlfriend's back into me now that she's seeing how badass I am. Vegeta's like, whatever. Now, I don't know if this was intentional or if this was just, him actually being oblivious. I think it's probably sarcastic. But what Vegeta does is that he throws the baseball at Yamcha's ribs and it hits him and he falls down. And he's like, what? And I don't know if this could be sarcastic. Like, Vegeta's like, what? I thought you were supposed to knock everybody out. Then we have this nice little war between Goku and Vegeta. Like, Vegeta pitches the ball in Super Saiyan Blue and Goku hits the ball in Super Saiyan Blue. And the two have, like, this tie. But then when that happens, Yamcha tries to steal the base, but they try to get him out. And then when Beerus calls him out on breaking the rules, Champa's like, shut up. And then the two end up fighting. So the baseball game gets interrupted. When that happens, the entire, field is almost destroyed due to their destructive power. Like, they're literally about to crack the universe in half just because they're fighting so hard. And it's a pretty cool fight, even though it's a comical fight. Like, they're literally breaking the entire field apart. Everybody gets into the force field that Whis and Vados made. And when they get into that force field and the entire place breaks apart, Goku's trying to instant transmission him out of there, but he's too crowded, so he can't even move his arms. So it gets so crazy, Vados and Whis end up breaking up the fight, and they're like, oh, well, I guess it's a tie then, since the entire area has been destroyed. And they're like, no, it's not a tie. Universe 7 won. They're like, how? We look down, Yamcha. Yamcha. And this isn't forced. I'm still laughing at this now, even to this day. Yamcha is in the freaking, I got blown up by the Cyberman pose that he was in the Saiyan Saga while he's touching on home. He's touching on home plate. And he's in that position. And because of that, our Universe 6 gets Universe 7, I'm sorry, gets 1 point and they win. So, yeah, they officially win. Yamcha won the game. Yamcha literally ran through all of that destruction just to get to home plate. And everybody is praising Yamcha, and I really love the fact that they did that. Universe 6 goes home, and they actually do that thing that you see in a lot of sports animes, especially baseball ones, where if a team loses, they all unanimously practice batting so that they can try to win next time. That's a thing. It's like a running joke. So, like, it's fun to see everybody is praising Yamcha for a job well done. And, yeah, like, Akira Toriyama finally cut Yamcha a break. Granted, he got embarrassed almost the whole way because he got destroyed at almost every place that he was at. Like, they literally almost killed him every time he made it to a base. But Yamcha did it. Like, he accomplished the goal, and he accomplished it in such a silly way. But with that all being said, he won the game. Like, he won. So that was pretty cool. And I also like this little moment. It's a little moment where Goku pitched the ball way too fast when he went on Super Saiyan Blue. Then he pitched the ball like super slow, like one of them Looney Tunes comical slows. And then he pitched it, like he tried to pitch it just right. And it was great. I liked that. It was pretty comical. So, yeah, there was a lot of great moments just seeing the Z Warriors in such a situation. I wish they could have used Piccolo more. He's got a stretchy arm, so he could have, like, done some more things. But I guess they wanted to focus more on the Yamcha side of it since he technically is the only one who knows how to play baseball. But with that said, the next episode is the death of Goku, a guaranteed assassination mission. But before I do that review, I will be reviewing the entire future Trunks / I call it the Zamasu arc. I will be reviewing the entire Zamasu arc because, yeah, I have to rip that one a new one. It's not safe. It didn't get away safely. I do have to give my thoughts on it. So, with that said, I'll see you all then, everybody. Have a great time. Tyrone the Guy 3 out.